morning, friends, and welcome back. So today is going to be a normal day in the life video. Our past two videos we've been doing some cleaning out, creating cups of wardrobe, so those were a little bit different on our channel, but today we're back to a regular day in the life. So I have a lot of stuff I need to do today, but I do have a minor complication in that I'm kind of stuck at home because we have a major issue with our door locks. So I'll go ahead and show you that. If you've been following us for a while, when we moved in here, we installed the Simply Safe security system, and that has been working well. However, our locks have not been working well. So we have smart locks on all of our doors, and they're just like when you press the code and everything, it's difficult to get in. You have to redo it like 40 times to get in the door. And our other two doors we rarely use, but they have the same problem. So I've ordered some new locks. I'm just doing regular deadbolts for these back two doors. We have, like, that's the door going into our garage, and this is the door beside our laundry room. So I've just ordered some deadbolts for those, but and I've got the Quick Set brand so that they can all be keyed the same, but this one's going to have like a thing where you can punch in a code as well as a deadbolt, so you can use a key or do a code, but they won't be connected to the security system, although they still have door sensors, so the doors are still connected, just the locks aren't. I don't think we're going to miss having those connected to the security system very much though, because they didn't work very well. So the only thing you really could do is like remote unlock, and that didn't always work well. Our front door is very old, and I don't think it's quite square and doesn't line up perfectly. And so you kind of had to like pull the door really, really hard if you were trying to lock or unlock it. So doing a remote locking where someone couldn't pull the door as tightly as possible really never worked anyway. So we're waiting on those. I've ordered all that from Amazon, and it's supposed to be delivered today. However, it's not showing out for delivery, so that concerns me because I got stuff I need to do obviously tomorrow since I can't leave today. So I'm hoping that that doesn't put me stuck at home for 2 days, because Gary is out of town. I guess Katie could stay here, but she usually likes to go and get out of the house a little bit. So I'm getting ready to put together some brunch for me and the girls. Gary just left. He has a couple of jobs out of town. He'll be back tomorrow night. But I made him a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich this morning before he left, so I need to clean that up and make breakfast for everybody else.
Look a little closer, it's been quite some time. You gotta let me know if I'm out of line. But there's some words that I just wanna hear you say, to put it all straight before this night turns into day, and then I'm on my way. Yeah. Yes, I'm on my way. A bit naive and so eager to please.
So I'm gonna make waffles for breakfast along with some eggs and bacon and probably some fruit. The amount that I made makes 2 of these waffles, and we just share them. We eat about half a waffle each, and Gary's not here, so I'm just gonna make 2 waffles.
Underwater, so far out at sea.
I'm making plain waffles for Katie, chocolate chip waffles for Sophie, and blueberry waffles for me.
Yes, I'm on my way. This pain is not of the ordinary. Every time that I breathe, I can feel you worry. So I have to take my love and write a different story. I'm on my way.
Now I'm going to make some scrambled eggs, and I've been putting just a spoon of regular cottage cheese in there. It makes them really light and fluffy and creamy, and it's really good. I don't bother to count the points because it's so little divided by, 3 people eating the eggs, but that's how I usually make my scrambled eggs.
I'm on my way.
All right, this is my breakfast, and this is 9 points. So the fruit and eggs are free for me. I did 7 points worth of the waffle mix. I'm not counting the blueberries because they're just regular blueberries put in, and then 2 points for the bacon. So on my tracker today, I've got 12 points left. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the kitchen cleaned up. I still have some dishes to unload. I'm waiting for Amazon, who's not here yet, but supposedly the locks will be here before 2:30, which is awesome. And removing the keypad, which was like up here above the door, it required me to have to like sand this down and paint it. It still needs a little bit of touching up, I believe. So it's super like dismal outside today. We've had rain for days and days and days.
There's a new day that will come again tomorrow. There's a new day to wash away the pain. There's a new day to take away your sorrow. And the old ways get washed out by the rain. Darling, you've got to keep holding on through the night, 'cause I promise you this: if you try to get some sleep, if you give up the fight, if only just for a bit, there's a new day to leave behind your troubles. There's a new day, and it will set you free. There's a new day to get you through your struggles. I will always think of you and me. Darling, you've got to keep holding on through the night.
So Sophie and I have been doing some summer school. We have been doing the new Good and the Beautiful level 1, which I decided to do this before moving her to level 2. I still feel like, we're struggling with phonics, and I feel like it's just going to be too hard if we move straight to the new level 2, which isn't out yet. But I'm really loving the new level 1. This has proven to be very good. It's more smooth than the old level 1. There's a lot more review and repetition, and I feel like it's working well for her. So it comes with these booster cards, and so there's a couple that you do before you start the course, and then once you start the course, you do several of these every day. And once they master them, then they put a sticker at the bottom of the page. So they actually do the booster cards before they do the corresponding lessons in the book. So they've had exposure to it and mastered it supposedly before they go into the book. So that is something that's really helping Sophie it's bridging a gap for us that wasn't there before. And then in addition to that, there are little reader books that go with whatever concept they're working with in the booster book. And so this all happens before they get to the corresponding lesson in the actual course book. And then we also got, and I believe that this was optional, we also got the My Second Nature readers. So the first one's for kindergarten, second one is for first grade, and the third one is for second grade. And these stories also line up with the like phonograms and sounds and things that they're learning, the blends and things like that. So we will just try to read these kind of as we get to it when we're working on it with the booster books. So just a little bit of extra help there as well. And so we just use this kind of as the individual or shared reading. And then I'm also using some of the level 1A and 1B readers from The Good and the Beautiful as well to use for the personal and shared reading that it still has you do. That's what we've been doing for language arts, and we've usually been doing between 1 and 3 lessons a day, because this is review for her, so it's not, you know, super hard because it is material that she's had before. But I did feel like it would be helpful for her to have this like foundational stuff before moving on to level 2. So that's what we've been doing in language arts. We've been doing school about 3 days a week, sometimes 4 days a week if Sophie wants to do school 4 days a week. And then we've also been doing some math review, and mostly we've been using The Good and the Beautiful level 2, and I'm just skipping through and having her redo pieces and parts of it that I feel like are good review. And then we've also been using some of the Math Mammoth workbooks. Although I have to say, I'm not a huge fan of them. That had been recommended to me by several people, but I really feel like just reviewing in this book has been a better fit. So we're mostly right now working on this, and we just will pick like 2 or 3 or even 4 lessons, and I won't have her do all of them. We won't redo the whole lesson, you know, the reading part, but we'll just skip around and do some of the independent work. And that's what we've been doing here. So I'm intending to do this until we get to about mid-August with her on that. And then the other thing that we've been doing is a science lesson. We just finished ecology, right?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't ecology. We just finished ecosystems, right?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we're kind of looking at some of the things that they had offered in science, and Sophie always says that science is her favorite subject, right?
Yeah.
So we got the revised safety unit. That's what we're moving on to next. So Sophie really wanted to do paleontology, so I ordered that one, and also the simple machines. Once we got this in, I really like the format of these journals a lot better. So I'm gonna do the mammals and the geology later, but I'm gonna wait until I can order the little journal to go with it. So anyway, the next one we're gonna do is safety, then we'll move on to paleontology, and then motion and simple machines. So we'll do that more into the school year. This one is gonna take us through, I think, probably mid to late August. So that's what we've been doing for school, mostly review school over the summer. Right, Sophie? Yeah. All right, we just finished school. Sophie and I did 1 lesson in the science safety unit. We did a couple of review pages in math, and we did the 1 lesson in language arts, and that's all we're gonna do today. But my stuff came in from Amazon for my doors, so thank goodness I can start working on that. So this is what I ordered. I ordered this quick set keypad lock for the front door, and these have the smart lock technology, which I've used this before. You can basically key all your locks the same if you get the smart lock. So these are replacement deadbolts and door handles for my other 2 doors. They're exactly the same, and they also have the smart lock technology. So what this is going to allow me to do is key all 4 of these the same as the front door. So we'll have just like 1 key to our house, but we also have the ability to do the buttons to unlock. So first thing I'm gonna do is work on the front door, because right now, like I said, we can't leave the house because we can only lock the door from inside the house. So if we go outside, we don't have the ability to unlock the door because the push button things are not working, and we don't have keys. So we're going to just go ahead and start working on this and see how far I can get, but at least I want to get the front door changed out so that we can lock everything when we leave the house.
I want someone like you to stand by me always, and I dream of a man like you, warm and tender every single day. What if we would join our forces? What a bliss. You make me understand this place in a whole different way. You make me wanna live this life to the fullest, to the fullest.
All right, I finally got the door done, the front door. I spent all day on this, y'all. I'll show you how it turned out. So this part goes on the back. I do need to do a little touch-up painting here where the other thing was a little bit bigger. And then you have your keypad as well as your deadbolt where your key can go. And I do need to do some touch-up painting on here as well. It did take me a long time to do, and it wasn't the lock, it was our door. So our door has some issues where, like, if you, you know, if it's gonna have something that's a mechanical lock, you have to pull it like really hard towards yourself because it doesn't quite align correctly. Anyway, I had to do a couple of things to get it to work for our door, but it works, and I'm so glad that's done. We now have a deadbolt on the front door. So I've been working on this other stuff. And so far I have not had a lot of luck. The deadbolt doesn't seem to fit the laundry room door. I'm gonna try doing the lever lock and potentially like swap that other deadbolt out for something else. I don't know, but we ended up going to Zaxby's for supper. So, Sophie got grilled cheese, right?
With fly.
Yes, and I got a Big Zax snack, but Katie is going to eat the fries. I'm gonna have the chicken, and I keep some salad in here. So I'm gonna have some salad, and so that's gonna add a couple points, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of my own salad dressing for 2 points, and then the 3 chicken fingers are 7 points. So it's gonna end up being about 9 points for dinner. All right, so this is what I'm gonna have. I'm gonna add some salad dressing on there, so this will be 9 points. All right, I got the levers on this door and also the garage door out there, and I got these rekeyed. So now this bottom, this still needs to be replaced, and the deadbolt on the garage still needs to be replaced. But the lever door on this one and the garage and the front door are now all keyed the same and finally done. So I just need to work on the deadbolts.
So after this, it was getting late, and I really wanted to clean my floors because they were pretty messy from doing all the stuff with the doors and the locks and everything. I at least wanted to get the front of the house cleaned up and the floors mopped and everything. And I was really eager to stop messing with the locks for the night. Plus, doing the vacuuming and mopping allowed me to get some of my steps in. I've been trying to get 4 activity points every day with WW, which is about 10,000 steps for me, between 10,000 and 11,000 steps. Thanks for being here today, friend. We'll see you next time. Bye.